You sending it? Hmm. 82. Uh-huh. Already what? Your, because yours are 82 as well. Maybe even 83. Oh, word. Mm-hmm. Be like that sometimes. It bees like that. Oh, James Conner, huh?
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside
Oh,
the
boy,
iconic
stop.
Mercedes-Benz
About to get a heavy
Superdome
dose of him.
in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments
Oh.
ago, here it is. It's
Oh,
unlike
I ain't
any
gotta worry
other
about
in
him.
sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks
Back
are
up,
fired
Jordan.
up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20.
That junk's so bright.
Will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
He frying some bologna or something.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon.
Why this boy got blue and red shoes on?
He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Foles. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first.
What y'all about to eat some bologna or something?
Now a toss play. This is Mack. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Foles. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
Yeah, you lost yours. Mm-hmm. Anybody at your school missing teeth? You the first one?
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Here's Mack. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll run for it with Hyde. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Carlos Hyde punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Michael's brother.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A strong running. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
What y'all doing?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go. Set. 180.
Here's Foles.
Goodness.
And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Come here.
He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
So not sure how they feel about that. Their golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, where they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. First carry for James Conner. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves and sticks.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Kendall Beckwith on the stop. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, and they've got it here with a first down.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Get over there.
Incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and it's second down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there.
Detroit!
On second down, Mayfield again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And
he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Hey, what are y'all doing?
And they're going to have a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Who he play?
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Fourth down, Mayfield. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Connor. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
Oh my gosh, Mariota.
They go play action here on first down. Smith catches left side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Connor.
Matt, let me throw the ball.
Take this one down near the 15. Tackle made by K1 Short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Excuse me.
On third down, that's Thomas. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Who you playing?
The kick by Tavecchio is
I'm
good.
training.
And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball.
What?
And when it's kicked,
How
then
to
you get
break?
to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also,
I ain't
when
freak the
you're
spin.
returning,
I hate the
remember
nigga
those
running
wedges
right
that
through
we used
two
to say
blockers
the
and they
guys
just
would form
watch
together,
them.
2 or 3 guys?
Who you
No more
playing,
of
Swag?
those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see
Well,
teams now
J
take their
Real
punt
and
returners,
Swag.
those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well. Because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. 3rd down here.
As a general rule, receivers love the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy throwing the ball.
You gotta wait.
In this case, the defender saw it and were able to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Assassin's Creed. Wish you could play.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan
So,
bases.
come on, bro. That's a tight end over there
I haven't
handling
met a
you.
fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe that shit just happened. Oh my God. That's the bullshit.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll set up a throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
How did he zap to?
They're going to try and throw. It's caught. Nelson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
What's it done? You want another school? You going to school? Yeah? Good. Yeah?
They'll set up the
I like that she listening. That's what's up.
He's going to
I
fire
like
this
that she
thing
is
deep right
listening. That was what's up.
sideline.
Yeah.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
My shit
Yeah,
is
fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Brooks Reed in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Come on.
That is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From
Who playing each other?
This from 53 yards out. And McManus able to put it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
Got him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a
Man,
big
dog
deal, and
on
now
Bart.
you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than
You
ever
ain't that
before
type of
than our
dog.
kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They run with Connor. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He'll air it out deep for time.
Oh,
complete. And that results in 35 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, That ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go!
Now they'll run it on the toss.
He gonna go jump over the dude.
Give him 5 on the carry. Then they'll set up a 3rd down.
Oh my
Well,
God!
they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now Mayfield. He finds Roberts, complete. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Pass incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target in the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
They run with Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Connor. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. A 9-yard touchdown.
Well, I invested a lot on this defensive line, and y'all ain't doing nothing.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10.
Ain't doing absolutely nothing.
Now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Purple 64.
He'll drop to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but
what
a
are y'all
very
doing?
Consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now Foles.
Oh, my God.
Traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Winning.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Over the middle, it's Thomas. A breakaway from Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Michael Thomas, 63 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish
71. My God, bro.
Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Tempo, tempo, tempo. Go. Great.
Foles. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really
I watched that running back look at that dude and didn't even react to him.
More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook.
Yeah,
tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go
Run
for
play
it on
is even
4th and
negative.
3. Here's Foles. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Man.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Foles now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taylor Gabriel, 61 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneers
Man, I lost Roquan, man, in the other league, man. He gone.
Long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. We'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
Cecil would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense.
Shit, I need him these next 2 games.
They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And they'll go on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
On 3rd down, Mayfield.
What the freak kind of animation they put me? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
Oh my gosh.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
This offensive line play is spectacular.
Because you and I both know that in the preseason,
spectacular.
Don't play a whole lot. Plus
Spectacular.
And the speed really ratchets up on
I don't know if he does, if he don't. But that is spectacular.
Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22.
You ain't getting no sacks, big dog.
Ain't getting no not getting sacks. Ain't getting no pressure unless I'm blitzing.
How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And had the blitz.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Well, don't tell me.
Go! Zebra! Great. 6!
And we don't know how to get it up. So that's fine.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And
what?
Would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete.
Why my dude didn't run his route?
Turn this thing upside down. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Flat.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
1.
Everybody lose.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He dumps it to high. And he's able to get this one down.
14-7, it's like 2 about to score. He's on 2-yard line.
First down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down.
Second quarter. About the end of the second quarter.
Back completions, they are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. carry for Mack. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Go, go, go. Tiger, Tiger. Go.
He'll look to throw.
Get that bull, man.
As he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly
damn,
right.
that's a good
3rd down,
game.
you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
I'm not gonna say nothing. But that's bull, dog.
Because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown,
That's bull, dog. He rushing 3 and getting instant heat. Like, come on, man. And a nobody nigga doing it too. Come on, dog.
Offensive unit back out on the field and in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes
Hunter Chubb, short, Buckner can't get no pressure.
Continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky,
man, I got people who's supposed to get after the quarterback, and they ain't getting there.
Inside the 30. 2nd down, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath.
Here they go with this foolishness.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to break one tackle, but then Peter brought down.
Oh,
give
boy, I
him
tell
4
you the
yards
truth.
there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Roberts with it over the middle. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw.
About time.
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And there's another sack for Bradley Chubb, and that's exactly why they drafted him. But don't discount his ability to play the run. This is a big, strong young man who understands offensive schemes, how they try to block, and he'll stand stout against the running game as well as continuing to get after the passer.
A dump off to Sims.
Come on,
Nice
man.
job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And
What?
now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout.
Yes.
As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 19.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Gun!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Let's go.
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
That's the way y'all boys start getting some sacks.
Able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Stick a fork in him, he's done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mack. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire.
Excuse me, the game, man.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs,
16 rushing
to the Super
yards.
Bowl.
Boy, I need
I
a
was
running
really
back.
excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Saints, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0.